What's going on, everyone? It's time for another horror film review. Today, we're actually going to review a Netflix original, a classic horror story. It was released July 14th, 2021, and it was directed by Robert Defoe, who did films like The Nest, Ice Cream, sorry, Child, Child K, and Candy Boy. And it was also co-directed by Paolo Strapoli, who did films like Flowing, Pove, the Looney Boxer, and Who's Wade, or no, Who's Who. Can't read my own writing. And it's at a budget of $3 million. So this is like an Italian horror film, I think. Of it's like a rideshare program. These people all go into this caravan and go on this like trip down to the nearest city or whatever, and it ends up taking a detour, and they end up crashing, waking up in the middle of nowhere with this random cabin, and these really weird, almost like ritual, like archive paintings and stories and stuff they find are leading to them to think something weird is afoot, but they can't figure it out. And as they go to sleep again, wake up, some of them are disappeared and stuff, and more of the mystery is building. They find someone in the attic in a nest sort of thing, and then chaos ensues. But lo and behold, spoiler, it's actually a cult, religious cult, that's there, orchestrated by the driver that picked them up. But yeah, so this was a little slightly odd film. It's way different than I was expecting it to. I love the first half of this movie. The first half of this movie, it had a really good setup. It had some weird like horn sirens, and the red lighting and everything kept it going. There was some weird torture stuff, sort of like Saw-ish stuff, but with some really cool masks and things. And then for the first half and like the first like 3 or 4 kills, the film was actually going really strong. But then I think they put the plot twist in a little too early, and it just went on after that. It didn't, like, it built up, twist, and then instead of just like somewhat coming to a conclusion, they stretched that out a bit more, to the point where it wasn't really worth the continuing of watching the film. It was just kind of got more boring and pointless as it went on, at least for me. And yeah, I did like the artistic look and the way they shot it and everything. Like, the acting's good, cinematography was good, special effects were all good. It's just the way they wrote and executed the story, which kind of made me lose interest in it, and it kind of got boring real quick. So, but yeah, for the most part, though, I wasn't really into it. I like like I said, I like the artistic look of it and all, but it's definitely it was different and not what I'm used to seeing. But it was a little too obscure and stretched out for my liking. So I'm gonna give a classic horror story a 2 out of 5. The first half was good and promising, but then they somehow screwed it up, at least in my opinion. So, but that sounds like something you're interested in. There's a trailer link down below. It's also on Netflix, at least Canada and the North American Netflixes, Canada and the US ones. So you can check it out there as well. But yeah, also link down below is my Instagram. That's where I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future. All my stories, you have the film hashtag, the subject on film and a hashtag, so you're aware of it. Also link down below is my Letterbox at DP Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the films. And my Twitter's down there as well, and reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms, stay in the loop with this channel. Like this video, share it to more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. If you have any films or film franchises in any genre or on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Don't forget to subscribe. Hopefully we can find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together. And also, so you hear my opinions on popular films that have come out, classic films, and reviews, and other things as well. Now, don't forget to ring that bell, because, well, we're going to talk about another Netflix original called Nobody Sleeps in the Woods tonight. Should be interesting, but yeah, I'll talk about that in the next one. But for now, watch out for all those religious cults hiding out in the forest, trying to sacrifice us all, and I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, Cheers.